Hi everyone, and welcome to Monday Evening Stamping. My name's Lily and I'm coming to you from Alberta, Canada, and I love to spend my Monday evenings stamping with you, and I love that many of you like to join in and do that too. So we're busy unlocking crafting fun together. So just before we go down to my desktop, why don't you share, take a moment just to say hi and greetings, and maybe share if you've done any Christmas baking, or maybe there's some baking or some crafting that you still need to do. So share either way. This weekend I made butter tarts, which to me is always a labor of love. Because I make my own pastry. I know I'm pretty crazy to do that when you can buy it, but it's something my husband really likes. So if I don't get anything else made, it's the butter tarts. So what is something that you might be making, or maybe you've already made? All right, and let's go down to my desk here. And as we go down and we get everything situated, if you can take just a moment and hit that share button so your friends can also see what we're crafting together. And if you would also, if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, click that like button, or even click that little bell on YouTube that lets you know when I go live or when I post a new video, and hit that subscribe button. So I see Bonnie hasn't done any baking yet. Well, that was my very first Bonnie, so that I am just getting started, and I tend to not bake as much as I used to because then I eat it, right? And I just find that we don't tend to eat as much baking as we used to do that, which is maybe a good thing, although who knows. So Bonnie, when it comes time to bake, what do you think you will be baking first? Right? Okay, and I thank you for everyone who leaves comments and says hi or whatever. Remember, if you do that, your name goes in a draw for the, sorry, I'm just trying to get my computer set up and I'm not sure what I'm doing. There we go. So it goes in a draw for the card that we made. And so last week, this is the card that we made. And this card design, I have to admit, I have had so many people respond about it, and so many of you have already started to make this card and shared it. And I love that when, number one, that you try your hand at making the card or whatever we have made, and then that you share a picture, because it is wonderful. So if you're somebody and you're wondering, I didn't see that card last week, go to last week's video on my Facebook group or on my Facebook page, and you will see other people who have made this card. And there's just some neat ones there. So whose name was drawn for this card? Sheila S. So Sheila, this card will be coming in the mail to you. So just a little heads up, the last chance products, the great sale going on right now of things from the mini catalog that are retiring. So some things are regular price, but there are some things that are 20, 30, 40, up to 60% off. And so there's huge deals, but they're selling out quickly. So it's best to go to my website and check that out right away. And if you are shopping from my website and your order's less than $200, please use that hostess code if you can. So I will post that again. And at the end of today's project, I'm actually going to take you to my website and teach you a little bit about how to go around there. So yeah, enough chatting right now. So I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, likely when I was a tween, I loved it when someone gifted me with something that I could make or craft or do during the holidays. So, you know, kids today, it might be Lego or something like that. But if you have a crafter in your life, and it doesn't have to be just a kid, it can be an adult or whoever, we have things that they can make. Oh, I better move that light. It's giving you all kinds of reflection. Sorry about that. I will just point it somewhere else. There we go. So our kits are perfect for that. So tonight I thought I would just show you a kit. So this one, I've just put a ribbon around this, and so just to remind you, they come like this. They're shrink wrapped. They're in these nice sturdy boxes. So all you have to do is wrap them up. Now, many of our kits are all inclusive. That means everything that you need to make the kit is there, except maybe a pair of scissors or something. Other kits are not, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, let's take a look-see at the kit I am going to show you. I've just taken the shrink wrap off, but it's called the Timeless Greetings Kit. Now, when we were on stage in Vancouver, so the Stampin' Up! Convention, they had these on the table for us to do as a make and take. And I thought, what a neat idea. And what I love about this particular kit is that it's really suitable to give to the guys in your life as well. It can be for whoever, but it definitely works for them as well. So let's open it up. So when you get your kit, it opens up like this, and then everything you need is in here. So there's a Stampin' Spot. This is soft suede. So I actually am going to keep this and save it for another time, but a Stampin' Spot is just, well, no, I will use it. So to open a Stampin' Spot, I like to just take my scissors and break the seal, just like this. And then, maybe I've done that. Just see here. There, it's nice and sturdy. Maybe I should break it on this side too. There we go. So that'll likely be the hardest thing of the whole evening. Well, I really am coordinating. Usually it just comes right apart, but of course I'm on live and doing this. Well, it would help if I did it where the join is too. There we go. I can feel that it went through that time. So it's like this. So it's like a little mini stamp pad. Now these, let me just explain something. Our stamp pads, remember, they open and close, but you notice when you open it up, it was upside down, right? That the ink pad was upside down, and that is so that all this ink stays at the top of the ink pad. Now our little spots don't do the flip, right? So when I store my ink spots, I store them upside down, and then I often just put the color of ink that is in there here so I can see it when it's upside down. So the reason I do that is it keeps all the ink right at the surface. And you can re-ink these with the re-inkers just like you would do a normal one, but I digress. So in the kit, you get your Stampin' Spot, you get your stamps, you get all of this. And so if you were traveling or if somebody was doing this as a kit, you could always put it all back in this box and it keeps it all nice and handy like that. And then in here, you can likely see there is the block and there's some gems and everything. So let's open it up and just see what's in here. So get the plastic off and then you'll have less reflection. Just like that. And we'll do this. And then on the back are the instructions too. And this nice piece of cardboard is perfect for working on. So we'll just use that like that. And it says instructions. And when you open it up, it tells you what you would need for this particular card and what you would need here. It gives you the instructions. It even has a ruler along the side. Now we don't need that ruler, sorry about the reflection. There we go. We don't need that ruler for this particular card, but it's on every one of the kits. So let's see what's in here. It's always nice to sort first. So here's the block. It's a little thinner than our regular blocks. So there it goes like that. We've got the block. We've got these black pieces of paper, so designer paper. Oh, there's two kinds. There's a kind of a chevron kind, and then these, I don't know quite what to call them, but anyway, I'm going to put those there. These are the embellishments, and they, look at that, they're the same shape as there. Oh, how nice is that? I'll put that there. Then we have got dimensionals. So we've got adhesive right here with us, with the kit. We have these great envelopes that are coordinated. Ooh, I like those a whole lot. Then we have the card bases, and let's see, yep, they're all the same kind. So there, so note, I'm just sorting things so that I can see what's here. Then we have some punch out little things like that, swirly things. We have these. Sometimes it helps to look at the back. These are little bannery kind of things. So let's see. We'll take one of these out. So you can see they're just a punch out. So if you were ready to go, like that. And then there are these to stamp on. Now some of these are narrower and some are wider. So we will have to pay attention when we're looking at the instructions as to which goes with what. And then we will look here. We've got these, and these punch out too. So we'll see what we're doing. Oh, and there's glue dots. And then there are these, ooh, great metallic shapes here. So let's see. Here's your question. Which card should we make? Should we make one that's with the clock or one with the globe? So just clock or globe. Type it in the comments and let me know which one you would like me to make. And clock or globe. Just let me know. Globe is the first one I saw. So let's look at here. So I'm going to fold it back so it doesn't take up quite so much room. So for the globe, we need the card base. We need this one right here. So we've got that. We need, so I'm just going to move some of this out of the way. So we need this. We need this. And it looks like the narrow one of here. So we'll take that. So we've got that. We'll get the card base. We can move this out of the way because that's for the clock. We need the globe itself. And we need this. So let's get the globe here. These are nice and sturdy. I'm just feeling the thickness of this foil. It's nice and sturdy. I like that. And we'll bring back in our little mat here. There we go. And then I don't know if you can see, but it's got 3 embellishments. It's got 3 dimensionals and 3 glue dots. So it's even showing you how much of that you needed. And just a little heads up, you've got way more than you need. So if you want to give extras, you can. And then we also need the block, the clear block. We need the soft suede Stampin' Spot, and we need the stamp that looks like this. So right here, they've given us everything that we need. So that is just perfect. Now let's get this So here we need this one right here. Oh, and sorry, I didn't point this out. And the words, you make the world a better place. So let's find that here. You make the world a better place. And we've got now everything out. Now I'm going to share something with you that I learned while I was on stage. So the group of us were making this, and we were getting ready to ink up our stamps. And I said, oh, I don't have anything to clean this, and it's going to not take the ink very well. And one of the ladies said, just take your stamp, because when they're brand new, they have that little bit of a finish on them, and rub it on your skin, and then it will accept the ink better. And you know what? It worked beautifully. So we're going to do that. I'm going to just do that with this as well. And now let's look at step number 1. So the instructions follow down underneath. So step number 1. So you're going to ink up the world stamp and stamp it on that sort of green colored circle. You're going to ink up You Make the World a Better Place and put it on there. So let's do that. So we need these 2 pieces, and we need our soft suede ink. And when I'm using Stampin' Spots, I often use my pointy finger in the middle to get a little more pressure. And we're just going to go up and down. We're not going to rock because we don't want to get edges. Just go up and down like that. And it's just sort of an abstract thing of the world, and you're going to go off the edges. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I discovered it on stage. There we go. So just like that. So we've got that. Now, if I was doing all of them, I could do all of them at once, but I'm not doing all of them. I'm just going to do one with you and then show you another one that's finished. So now we're going to ink up the words. To me, this kit would be perfect no matter what level of stamper you are, whether you're a beginner, whether you've been stamping for ages like some of us have been doing, or you're somewhere in between. There, ooh, I even got it straight. So you make the world, so we've done our stamping, and now what is our next step? Now we are to put, looks like glue, the glue dots behind what we stamped and behind the globe. So let's do that. Move this to the side, bring in the glue dots, and we're just going to, it shows you how many. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to be a little more generous. There we go. And like I said, they've given us lots, so we don't have to worry. Okay, we've done that. So now we're going to put them together, and we are, whoops, sorry, I went the wrong way. I didn't open this ahead of time, so I was a little nervous tonight, so I should look at the numbers, right? Numerical order. So number 1, number 2, you're going to put this piece onto the card base. All right, so we'll put that to the side. We're going to fold this, and we're going to put this on, and it is showing to put it on with dimensionals, and it's suggesting 5 at least. Okay. So I am sort of a newbie doing this with you because I didn't have a practice in the last couple of days, and when I did it on stage, there were other people telling us what to do. So at the table, we were learning together. So so sometimes if your dimensionals don't want to lift off, and I just cut my fingernails, I think that's why, take your nail and just push down in the middle and it brings the edges up and they come off a little bit better if they're giving you grief. I would normally use my take your pick tool in that case, but if you're a beginner stamper and this is your first kit, you wouldn't have a take your pick tool. So I'm trying to stick with what we have. There we go. So now we've got it like that. Now let's get back on track. Number 3, we've done that. So now we have to stick this to that and stick so we can stick this to here, and it looks like it's a little bit off-centered, maybe a bit over here. So we'll peel those off, the little backings. Sometimes that's the worst thing about these glue dots is peeling these little backings off, and yet when I have the grandkids do it, they have no problem. So their little fingers work perfectly. But if you were doing it, remember you can use your take your pick tool and it will help you. Now we're going to put this on here. Ooh, I like it already. Just like that. So now we've got it that far. Perfect. So now we're going to take this piece here. Boy, I seem to be just moving things around all over the place. And this piece here and the 3 embellishments. So 3 of these. And we're going to put dimensionals behind this piece right here. So let's do that first. I was so excited on stage that they had done this with this kit because it was one that I was really interested in. How many of you were interested in this kit? Oh, and some of you have been working on kits too. Perfect. Last night we went out to our nephew's place and I gifted his wife with some cards and they were a huge hit. And we really can't go wrong. We have a gift we can give the cards and it works out beautifully. And these would make a wonderful gift. Now I'm looking for the placement of this. Let's bring it up here. And it's going to hang over the edge just a little bit. So I can do whatever I want, right? But I like to try to follow, especially on my first one, kind of follow along. And then I can ad lib later on. And then for this, it's suggesting that we use the glue dots. And it's going to go right about like that. So I'm going to put my glue dots down here. Where are they? Here they are. I'll put one here and one here. So you can see if you were on holidays or whatever, this is all you would need to take with you is the kit. And you would be good to go. That's the neat thing about it. You don't have to try to create your own little kit to take. It's all set. Look at that. I love it. Now we're going to take these embellishments out. Now everything is packaged up so nicely. There we go. And I'm going to, and it even shows you where to put them. So I'm going to just copy. So this one, this one's going down here. This one's going up here. And this one is going about, well, it's kind of being a little stubborn, but there. Well, look at that. It just wants to go upside down. There, I'm going to guide them into place. This taking a kit or a couple of kits is also perfect if you've got some friends or family members. That one's not going to cooperate. I'll bring in another one. It's because I left the glue on the mat. There we go. And say, for example, you know how you like to get together with friends, especially at Christmas time, and do something together. Sometimes it's making tags or making, this would be perfect. And you get a kit or two and the preparation's all done and you can just go for it like that. And just like that, you've got the card made. Now, while I have it out, I'm actually going to stamp the world in here too. Might as well, right? Let's see, and I'm just going to catch it down here like that. And let's look at the words. So this is, you make the world a better place. Happy birthday, thanks, I can always count on you, time to celebrate. I think I will use happy birthday, but I could use any number of them, right? Quite a few of them would work. So let's see, we'll put that there, ink it up. Doesn't look, oh, do you know what? I didn't clean that on my skin. I didn't take that finish off and it's not holding the ink as well. I can really see the difference. So let's hope that this works. It might be a little faint. Well, it's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. There we go. So now I have the card all ready to go into the envelope. Let's bring the envelope in. And the envelopes, look at, there's this one and this one. So I am going to put it in the one that goes with it, right? So here we go. We've got it like that. And we are all set to give that card to somebody. And I just love how it goes together like that. So when I was out on stage, I made the other card. So I've just tucked it in. I put it in the wrong envelope. But anyway, I didn't realize that. So here it is like that. So these are the two cards that you make with that kit. Now, once you get used to working with these kits, you can get creative and make other things. Like I've seen some people cut the black piece in half or diagonal or do different things. So if you're one of the people that likes to think outside the box, you can likely do that too. But these make a perfect gift or the perfect activity to do with your girlfriends when you have them over, or all those kinds of things. So I just wanted to share that with you. And before I take you and show you where to find kits online, I wanted to share what I did. I'm trying to get this so I don't lose it. There we go. So, I don't know, last summer or maybe late spring, I made the magnet kit with you, the magnet board, and I remade it for Christmas. So I wanted to share with you. Now the magnet board, remember, the one I made with you looked a lot like this. And I showed how to do alternatives. I showed you how to make your own pockets, that kind of thing. Well, I wanted to share with you what, whoops, I just swished them all around here. I decided today to do a Christmas version. So here it is like that. This bow was just one that I found on in my ribbon pile. It was already made. Just used these little gnome dies and made those. I decorated the top of this just to add a little more festive. Added the toadstools. I do have the plastic sheets on here so that when I make a list, I can use a whiteboard pen and write them off. So just like that, I have got a festive board. Now these boards are 12 by 12, so you could use any 12 by 12 designer paper. This one actually happened to come in the kit. I'm just going to put this up a bit so it's not quite so close. And I liked how it worked with the festive foils that I was using on the gnomes and everything. So just a little hint that this would make a wonderful gift for somebody. So remember the little, where did I put the cards? Here they are. These are the cards that come in the kit. So this is the one that I used for here. I just covered this up with a toadstool like that. Now this would be great. I could get ready for Valentine's Day too. So these magnetic boards, you can take them any direction you want. And later I will put the link so that you can see the video where I actually made the original board. But just a little thing, the kits are fabulous right now to give as gifts. And I think they're just perfect for that. So I said that I was going to show you where to find kits, because they're not in the, sorry, I'm trying to enter my password into my iPad at the same time here. They're not in the catalog, right? So where are you going to find it? So if you go to my website, this right here, this is on my iPad. Now on a computer, it might look a little bit different. And you're going to look for the 3 lines. That will be what you'll look for. But while we're here, just let's take a look. So this one here, so it's got some featured, ooh, look at, doesn't that look familiar right there? And what my customers are saying, did you know that you could write a review? You could click on here and write a review of your demonstrators. You can see my calendar. You can see the catalogs and all that kind of thing. So let's go back up here and let's click on those 3 lines. Now, if you're on a different device, those 3 lines might be in a slightly different spot, but you'll find them. And now it's bringing up Shop Now, About Me, specials. So if you wanted to look at the last chance, the specials would be there. Let's click on Shop Now. Let's click on Shop Now. Yeah, there we go. And let's have it come up here. It's kind of working. It's a little bit slow. And what do we have here? Again, we have some samples and things coming up, but again, we have those 3 lines. So let's click on those 3 lines, and now it's listed by categories. So if we click on Shop Products and we go down, there's kits, paper pumpkin kits. Ooh, that would be a good gift. There's also kits collection. If we click there and it says card kits or crafting kits or shop all. Let's click shop all. Yeah, there we go. Well, yeah, there it comes. I'm just not being patient enough. Do you ever find that you hit those buttons too many times and the poor computer doesn't know what to do? And now you can see the kits that are available. So there's card kits, there's crafting kits, there's this one here. And when you, these are the newest ones. There's one for tags. This one here is the birthday card organizer kit is currently unavailable. Let me just see. Can you see that? They're currently unavailable. It means it's out of stock and it's coming back. Otherwise, if the kit disappears from here, it means it's sold out. So you can see different kits that are available. And there are tons, and there's just something for everyone, I think, in here. This one I think is just great to do and give to a busy mom if that has kids, because then she's got cards for all those birthday parties kids get invited to. When you click on it, it tells you about it, and you can see what all is available and what comes in the kit. So just a little something to how to explore the website like that. So I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you explore that a little bit. And now I do have a few things to share. So a little show and tell. So let me just get this out here. I received this Christmas card using the, I know this one. Now I can't think of the name of it, but it's a fun fold like that. So, lights aglow, that's it. Then with my downline, we had a shoebox swap. So, and some of them did it in person and some did it virtually, but we all each prepared a project that each of us could do. So like, for example, I prepared a project and say there were 5 people, I would do it for 5 and put everything in a box, and then they would just be able to pick it out and do it. And then my downline also likes to spoil each other too. So here is, it looks like feels like, pardon me, a chocolate bar in there, just like that. Isn't that neat? And that poinsettia, wouldn't that be beautiful in the velvet paper, that snowy white velvet, which is on sale really cheap right now. So this is another card from the swap, just like this. So what we do is we have everything cut out, everything embossed. All we have to do is stamp and assemble. So there is another one. This one here was using the rays of, I think it's rays of light, and then the charming sentiments. And that's a fabulous card there as well. Then the gnomes and some of that specialty paper and designer paper. So just so cute. And then here's a nice neat little fun fold. So it looks like just a card with diagonally cut, but then it opens like this. And then if you wanted to, you could use a glue dot to hold a gift card there. And then it opens like this. So just another fun card. And yes, the bows were tied. Everybody had everything all set. And with this was cut right out of the designer paper. So that was already cut. The only stamping we had to do was the words. And then the person who designed this suggested we slice up just a little bit so the arms could come over and look like they're holding this right here. So, and then this one here is a fun fold that goes this way. So I will be sharing these in my Facebook group coming up, but I just wanted to share that. It's so much fun to have a stamping community and be able to craft together and share each other's ideas. So thank you for joining me. Remember, if you have any questions or interested in any of these projects and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to help you. And I trust that you're busy, that you're not feeling frazzled, that you're enjoying the process of getting ready for Christmas and all the fun that it entails. So thank you. And I know what I was supposed to say. If you're wanting to place an order and you want it by Christmas, you want to do it sooner rather than later, because shipping for everything gets so busy. Stampin' Up! Has suggested you do it before December 12th. I would suggest do it right away. You just can't err too much on the side of being early. So have some fun. I hope that helps you understand crafting kits a little bit, and that maybe you'll even do that with some friends in your life over the Christmas season. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.